Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And this opening kickoff will not even reach the landing zone. It hits short of the 20, so that's going to move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. As you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused. And some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they've built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
From the gun, Jackson. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal of how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
A gain of 7 brings up second down at the 33-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for the Browns TD. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He's singing in the shower postgame. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had a little teammate who was able to get it.
Jerome Baker in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
A loss of 6 yards. 3 and out.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. To pass, Flacco. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
7-yard line.
Now it's Flacco. Rolling to his left. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Here's Flacco. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Joe Flacco, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And again, it's no good.
Entering settings screen, you have menu narration set to 100.
A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Play action. Now Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by... And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for two now while their heads are down.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. In motion, the tight end. Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
They go play action with Jackson. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. He's across midfield. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is caught. And a fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. Jackson will throw again. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Jackson. That is incomplete.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finds his man. It's Kohler. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
Now it's Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry from 8 yards out. And the Ravens get a bit closer. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth. if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
That's an early scrambler to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Flacco. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
2nd and 10. Here's Flacco. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he stays up. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game, and that continued with that first down run.
Now Flacco. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And the Browns are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's good for another Cleveland Browns.
From the gun, Flacco. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Joe Flacco with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are able to add on to that lead. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2.
The Browns
They'll try to run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now is the punter, Jordan Stout. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's taken on the 25. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Flacco looks to throw. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Passing play, Flacco. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down.
Malachi starts on the coverage.
Now Flacco. They'll roll him out right. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Third down and 1.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up third.
Flacco. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Joe Flacco doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Browns have got it on cruise control.
The Browns will run.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the line. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 6.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running from the gun with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And they're going task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. On fourth down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. And his kick is good. And that will narrow this, if that's even the right word, to a 30-point deficit. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Gets this over the middle to Tillman. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. To pass, Flacco. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Here's Flacco. Open man, that's Tillman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Flacco. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 14. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Steps away to his left. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Cleveland Browns. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Roquan Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Let's go.
3rd and goal. Flacco. Flushed out right. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Here's 3rd and 6. Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Having been a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage, how about the play there, breaking that pass up.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Cleveland offense making their way out. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles. And there he goes left side. Jerry Jeudy. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, 78 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. First quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. The start on the ground, it's Derrick Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's incomplete.
That's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Jordan Stout now. Fielded at about the 28. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Going to look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Setting up to throw, Flacco. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Flacco. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Flacco and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9. There's Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. The gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Throwing is Jackson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Baltimore.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Jackson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And that is incomplete. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. He hit his first, this one from 38. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Got to say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Flacco looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2.
The Browns will line up.
They're going to try and run. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to attack.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. Well, Charles, I think things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. And flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe. But I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And a rout is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a give to Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jackson now. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Baltimore.
Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They go play action now. Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Henry up the middle. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The tight end in motion right. Jackson. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He'll find Bateman once more. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First down, Ravens.
Draw play, this is Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw, rush. A slant route caught by Bateman. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd down and 6 to go. To throw is Rush. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, You might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback to run it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Flacco from midfield. Flush to his right. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A big play that time for Cleveland. 49 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. To pass, Flacco. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco. And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Rush. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll run forward with Henry. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of Game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Here's Pickett. On the move to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Let's give him the credit he deserves because he can really do no wrong. It's got to be demoralizing for a defense to have someone who can cut up your secondary all game long with his arm and then rip up a huge game like this with his legs. A champion.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Browns are pouring it on. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on fourth down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that. That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bounces, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Under pressure, they got him again. And it'll go in the box as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you always want to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week. Solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Solid running by Pickett that time, and he's able to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
70 Lions.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now Pickett out to his left. tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up second and a yard.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. David Njoku, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Browns just continue to roll. And Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yes, multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
And he'll take it up past the 25 at the 26-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is. Just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Steps away. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kenny Pickett taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns extend their lead yet again. Oh, and it's no good. He timed it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing here, Rush. A short throw caught by Andrews. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
Brings up second down at the 42-yard line.
Here's Rush to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Rush. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line.
Gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
Rush working from the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, Rush. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Back to throw. Pickett. Flushed out right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's good.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal.
No gain on the play.
Looking to throw, Pickett. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kenny Pickett punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns have got it on cruise control. Extra point good by Hopkins. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Baltimore Raven offense returns, and we see wide receiver Rashad Bateman bringing him out. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
That doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
So far he's north of 100 yards receiving. To throw on second and 10. Rush. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 36 yards on the play.
And every time I see one of these plays occur, I always think to myself, it takes a quarterback not only with a strong arm, sometimes with great mechanics, great footwork, obviously good vision, and sometimes just...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kenny Pickett, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are pouring it on.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
This kick is no good.
Still can't hear it no more. Still into the man can't do it no more. Don't do it no more. Drop in a minute, but can't do it no more.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rush. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 27.
Looking to throw. Rush. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Rush. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Rolling to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Being chased out left. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Pickett back to throw. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. And it's caught. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kenny Pickett on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by Kenny Pickett, taking it in himself. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you, and welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where it almost never snows. These two teams dealing with a light dusting, and that's expected to go on into the second half. Who handles it better? Let's go back out to the stadium and check in with our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thank you. The snow is continuing to trickle down here as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow.
Entering settings screen, you have 28 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. Free trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know when a mid-game trade is going to happen, but good for him.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good for A.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Sampson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Pickett sets up play action. Steps away to his left. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Browns just continue to roll. Well, he didn't find the end zone a whole lot in his rookie campaign, but he's got himself a touchdown here in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big playability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2.
The Browns will
Pickett will try to throw for this. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Well, now how about this return? And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, rush. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Carson Schlesinger getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing is Leary. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I, have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. Sampson breaks the tackle. Now Allen through the middle of the field. Inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Browns extend their lead yet again. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. All right, Scott, thank you. The snow is continuing to trickle down here as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at the 43. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Sampson. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8. Now Pickett changing the play. Here's 2nd and 8. Out quickly to Judy. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Right side, Sampson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play. Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Up the middle they go. Sampson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kenny Pickett, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was finished off by Kenny Pickett, taking it in himself. All right, Scott, thank you. The snow is continuing to trickle down here as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
That's going deep for Bateman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll throw with Leary. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is, look at the big man rumble. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now Leary. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try to inside. Sampson. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. They'll try and run here with Judkins. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Browns.
Back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
Just shy of the goal line.
Previous play is under review.
Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the 1st of his time. Outs.
Let's go.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. They'll try it now with Jenkins. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line.
It's a turnover on downs.
They'll start on the ground. Here's Ali. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Ali. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Fielded at the 20. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, and I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because you know the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
At the 33-yard line.
Let's go. 65.
Here's Pickett. Rolling to his right. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip up a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
Forced out to his left. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Pickett now from the gun here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards.
Jenkins going to run it out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshon Judkins, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. All right, Scott, thank you. The snow is continuing to trickle down here as we ready ourselves for the 2nd half to follow.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And now their hill to climb has gotten taller. They had the safety last time they had the football. That led to the touchdown a moment ago. So that deficit going in the wrong direction as they try to right the ship here. 1st and 10.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
A give running left, Ali.
And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
Fielded just inside the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And it's a matter, really, of the rich getting richer. They built a big lead already. Now tack 2 more on following the safety. And they've got the football back as well.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Jenkins.
And shutting him off now open field. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the 2nd half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
1st down, right back to Jenkins.
Broken tackle. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
2nd down at the 46-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jenkins. Down to about the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run it with Jenkins.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third and 2. Pickett will look to throw it here.
On the move to his left. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cedric Tillman from 13 yards out. And the Browns have got it on cruise control. On the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good.
All right, Scott, thank you. The snow is continuing to trickle down here as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs. just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Here's Leary.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
27 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Throwing now, Leary.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Jordan Hicks
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
That really sets him back, a loss of 6. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
An inside run to Jenkins. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Once again, Jenkins. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Still going. He may go. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshon Jenkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And this is off the left upright, but he banks it through. How about that one? So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Ravens offense back out there. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. The speed of Jordan Hicks on display there as he gets the tackle for loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. It's out, it's loose. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And it's fielded at the 34. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they're going to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Leary now going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. My goodness, it'll be a disastrous loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and about a mile here. Now Pickett. Dancing to his left. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. Still going. There he goes again. Jerry Judy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerry Judy, 89 yards. And the Browns take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way the opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throw caught by Flowers. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Leary. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw. Leary. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jordan Hicks able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and 19. Looking to throw. Leary. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads it. Offense back out there for this next series. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting up.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are pouring it on. And a
decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spend in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
And able to get this out to the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Leary throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
At the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Leary. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football, just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points. That doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try to put the ball in the end zone yourself.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Pickett. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Buying time to his left. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. Pickett. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Pickett. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kenny Pickett taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns just continue to roll.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Ravens ready to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Well, they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kenny Pickett, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point good by Hopkins. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
No, fumble. It's out. It's loose. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Recovered by the offense.
Looking to throw. Stout. He finds Bateman over the middle. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. In punt formation, but as we've seen, that's no guarantee he'll punt the football. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. Pickett back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and 10 at the 20.
Back to throw. Pickett. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Adafe Owe able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Cleveland Browns.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for Browns. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson from 17 yards out.
And the Browns extend their lead yet again. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And oh, it's wide right. No good.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Hopkins with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Part of my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So we know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Operating from the gun. Stout. A short throw caught by Andrews. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. Looking to throw. Stout. Screen play, setting it up for Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Mitchell. A gain of 15. First down, Baltimore.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Back to throw. Stout looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Looking to throw. Stout. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 5. Again, he'll drop the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Well, good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Out to his left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Here's Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Pickett being chased out left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And oh, it's wide right. No good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. takes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. The best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, third and long. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And taken right at the 35. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And they will take over first and 10. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series. He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against a front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Pickett now from the gun here. Steps away to his left. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Charles are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead, and some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Pickett will look to throw it here. Steps away. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the byline.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Throwing to start the drive. Stout. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
To throw again on second down. Pickett. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
From the gun on third down, Pickett.
And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on?
So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a fourth down situation.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
The players on your team earn some XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. Here are a player's motivations. How well your team aligns.